Hi there, my name is Ben Frear, and I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer who loves helping entrepreneurs navigate the E-2 visa process. Today, I want to talk about the E-2 visa business requirements. Now, we're not diving into the qualifications for individual investors today. This is all about what's required from the business side of things. So let's get into it. First up, we have treaty nationality. This means that the U.S. business must have at least 50% ownership by nationals of a country that has an E-2 treaty with the United States. And if the U.S. business is owned by another entity like a holding company, you'll need to show that the parent company is at least 50% owned by nationals of the treaty country. Number two, the business must be a for-profit commercial enterprise. What about nonprofits? Unfortunately, they're not eligible for the E-2 visa. Now, without a doubt, nonprofits make the world a better place. But this visa is strictly for businesses that aim to generate profit and positively impact the U.S. economy. Speaking of making an economic impact, next we have non-marginality. The E-2 business must generate enough income to provide more than a minimal living for the investor and their family. This is usually measured by job creation. If the business doesn't currently make a big economic splash, it must have the potential to make a significant economic impact within 5 years. Fortunately, the U.S. government will usually accept reasonable projections at first, but job creation will be scrutinized closely during renewal. If the business doesn't create the promised jobs, renewal could be very difficult. Requirement number 4, sufficient investment. The E-2 business must be supported by a substantial investment. But what does substantial actually mean in this context? Making a substantial investment is not about hitting a set dollar amount. Instead, it's about proportionality. For smaller businesses, the investor is expected to contribute a higher percentage of the overall cost. And in this context, cost roughly translates to the amount of money that's needed to make the business a success. For larger businesses, a smaller percentage of the overall cost of the business might be sufficient. You can think of proportionality like an inverted sliding scale. The lower the cost of the business, the higher the percentage is required. Finally, the business must be real and operating. It can't just be an idea on paper or a speculative investment like undeveloped land or stocks. Your business needs to be active, producing a service or commodity and ready to roll either before you get your visa or right after. So there you have it. Those are some of the key E-2 visa business requirements. If you're thinking about starting a new business or investing in an existing business and you have questions about your visa options, I highly recommend that you reach out to one of the many amazing E-2 visa lawyers that you can find across the globe. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on navigating the U.S. immigration process. We'll see you next time.